Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another day's front load and another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take a look at the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused. You know the drill, folks. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC actually decides to see through with their threat. Trigger warning 1 will be discussed places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys. You're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please make sure to use the headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, all right? Okay, so to the response. Although the FDA acknowledges that some of these individuals demonstrate improved communication, and communication can be through nonverbal means, this does not change the FDA's view that many individuals in manifesting SIB or AB would have difficulty in communicating AEs and injuries, verbally or otherwise, and this likely results in the underreporting of AEs. I also want to address another subject, something that us neurodivergents tend to do when we're in a situation like this. And if we don't show what they want to see, we have to pay for it. So we will show you exactly what you want to see. All those behaviors gone. But there's a price to masking. Even the best of us maskers can only do it for so long. It's exhausting pretending to be what you're not, suppressing things. It has a toll. The explosion that comes out of that, or the burnout that comes out of that, or the both, that's when you're going to start seeing reoccurring behaviors crop up after a long time of being suppressed, because kids, that's how masking works. Because that's what it is. These aren't new, better behaviors. It's a character. It is an archetype that we have created in order to be able to manifest ourselves in the world outside our doors. Because the world outside our doors hates us. Okay? You can't act forever. You can only hold without breaking character for so long before it starts taking a psychological toll. It's mental exhaustion in ways that I can't possibly describe to the folks on here who watch these videos who are neurotypical. You will break. It's just a matter of when you'll break. And once you do break, all those behaviors that they have written off as obviously their brilliance have solved, they come creeping back, and they come back in intensity. for having been deprived so long from, from engaging in them. Okay? It's suppression, not what they're trying to make it seem. All right? The idea of current medical model practice is not suppression, it's preventative. Things that we damn well know in this day and age is going to set someone like me off. There are now assistive devices for that. Okay? Getting to the root core of the issue from which these behaviors are springing is infinitely more useful than punishing us until we suppress those behaviors, because the behaviors are symptoms. Just like sneezing and coughing are symptoms of the cold, but are not the cold itself. Okay? You'll see improvements. You'll see those behaviors go away. And that's because that's what we want you to see. Because we understand that if we show you what you want to see, you will hopefully leave us the hell alone. Okay? That's a lot of effort to have to go to every day just simply for people to leave us the fuck alone and stop torturing us. But here we are. And it's still not doing it, is it? But what we know what works, what we have data on for over the last several decades, has to do with exactly that. There's where the research into mental health in regards to autistics in particular has gone over the last several decades. And we've become to understand that these behaviors do not come out of nowhere. It's not just part of autism, there's always a root cause. And maybe you need to deal with that cause with an assistive device. Maybe we need to start providing stress relievers for fucking autistic people who are stuck in a world not built for us. Maybe it's stop forcing kids to wear fucking wool. Getting to the root of any issue is always going to be fundamental in fixing said issue, or at least working at it in such a way that we are able to go out here and live our lives. Let's continue, shall we? It also mentions here regards, but well, we see that it's better and they're giving us what we want, but we still believe that because we're not monitoring properly in a 1975 clinical research paper what those side effects are, that it's still discredited. And I'm showing you that there is a massive lack of understanding of those in the medical model, of those of us who are wearing masks, even inside our own doctor's appointments, because of that fear. Because we could go back to this form of treatment at any time. Look at the way the world's going. Look how Britain, the UK, has just spoke about us. Maybe we should put them back in the institutions. Did you see that? Because that was not 1975, that was this year. Think on it. All right. Now, in spite of the fact that, yes, they're noting the communications, they're seeing that mask, doing what the mask is intended to do, but that doesn't mean they're going to adequately communicate the side effects. And why is that, folks? Because their abuser is holding the trigger. Anything that comes out of their mouth is extremely closely watched, and they will be retaliated against. We know that from surveillance video footage. We know that from the story of Jennifer Masamba. We know that from the videos of staff punching the kids inside the residences and showers. We know this. We're going to close on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit those comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.